The holidays are almost here, and in this episode, we're traveling to two different places. First, exploring the festive Edinburgh, and then settling in the quiet mountains of Slovenia. In the city, we had a spontaneous task of dog-sitting Winston and Minky, who at one stage attacked Miles by licking him.
That's it, that's my foot's down now.
There is something very magical about Edinburgh, with its grand castle at the top and beautiful old buildings, tiny little alleys, and I was not surprised to see magic and Harry Potter shops everywhere. I don't know about you, but it feels like the holidays came way too fast this year. And even though we put a tree up very early, I guess with being busy, it took a little effort to get into the Christmas spirit. Last year, we had a very cold and icy December, even with a little bit of snow. So I'm sure it really helped a lot to get into the festive mood. So if you are like me and looking for a little magic, I'm going to take you around the festive city. I've never been to Edinburgh in December, so I decided to start my tour right in the centre and then just wander around pretty streets. I spent 13 years living in London, and having a very decorated backdrop everywhere was a given in December. I even took my mum last year to see the Christmas lights in London, as they were so spectacular. Now, being in the countryside, going to a city at this time of the year is a bit of an adventure, and I'm excited about what I'm going to find. First, I'm heading to Victoria Street, one of the most iconic and picturesque streets of Edinburgh. This street was named after Queen Victoria, and not so surprisingly, it was also an inspiration for Diagon Alley in Harry Potter. On the way, I went past a zero-waste co-op that I had to go into just to have a look, and I found a very creative way of selling books by covering them in paper and writing summary on top. After looking through the shops, I went through a tiny gap between buildings, a path people have been walking on since the 16th century to get to the Royal Mile. That's where I found a local artisan market inside a beautiful church. I didn't buy anything, but it was still very inspiring to see what others made. I was hoping to find a specific shop, but it looks like it was replaced by a cafe, so I got a bubble tea instead. I only tried it for the first time this year, and it's so delicious. It can be a little bit overwhelming the first time in the store, but now I know what to order. I love it. I then walked up to the castle to see the view of the city and watch the gorgeous sunset. It's a 1,000-year-old castle, so I would like to go in next time. The journey back from Scotland was incredible. We drove through some beautiful parts of the country. The vastness and epicness of this landscape are just so difficult to capture on camera, Nature is so wild here, and even the rain added a bit of drama to the whole scene. So if you've never been to Scotland, it's one of the most picturesque places I've ever been. After a quick stopover on Alba to repack my bags, I went to see my mum, who, as you might know, lives in Slovenia at the moment. So for holidays this year, I am in Slovenia again with my mum and my friends. I am preparing some decorations today, and my mum and I just went to pick up some tiny tree branches for the base of a wreath, and I will be making that, see if that works, because I've never made one before. And once that's solid, I can create the whole other construction around it. Wait. Say hello to everybody. So we're gonna go to the forest now and find some pine tree branches for the wreath. The pets on the farm are just amazing. When we went to the forest, dogs Archie and Gula and cat Marlowe came too. It's so special to have the cat with us. He loves going for walks, but I find it unbelievable every time, especially this time, as Archie, one of the dogs, gives him a hard time, I don't know why, and yet Marlowe still chose to come. He loves sitting in a basket, so I am taking him for a little ride.
Mara, do you like it? Be carried. Is it nice? Just finished picking the branches, and with us we have Marlowe the cat and Gula and our two dogs. So we actually are being outweighed by animals on this walk, and now I'm going to go back and make the wreaths. Hopefully that should be enough. I've got ribbon to decorate, some baubles, although I haven't made one in 2 years, so it's gonna be interesting. Now we're looking for a tree with small pine cones, so they look in proportion to the wreath. Hopefully we'll find a few, and they will add a touch of magic.
Marlo has an amazing personality and he seems to like being on camera. So I've got a few of these to decorate the wreaths. The last time I made a wreath was 2 years ago, which was also here, and now I completely forgot how to do it. After making the first one, I realized that the base I made earlier wasn't sturdy enough to support the weight of the branches. So the first one is going to be just a table decoration. For the second and third wreaths, I've used a bit of a metal string to reinforce the main foundation ring, and it turned out well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope you have a lovely festive season. Thank you for coming back to our videos all this year and supporting our channel. A massive thank you to our amazing patrons who helped us to stay another year online. Sending you all our love and see you in the next one.